Good morning. Look at that dark sky, because yes, we are out at dark again. Why? Because it's Let's Go Carolina. Hi, my name is Dusty. Welcome to my thrifted home. We are out on the way to an estate sale. We are going to one put on by Carolina Let's Get Organized, and they start early. Their sales always start at 8. I'm not sure why, but they do. And I think during the winter we can get away with being there a little bit later, like about an hour or so before the sale. But in the summer, we got some serious shoppers. So I try and usually be there, heaven forbid, now 2 hours before. Hour and a half at the very latest. But this should put us there about 6:02 and 6:03 in the morning. Woo! So I thought about bringing a book with me, but I didn't, and now I kind of wish I had. But it's also dark, so I don't know how much light there will be to even read the book for a while till the sun comes up. But as you can see, everything's wet because that's the remnants of Tropical Storm Debbie leaving behind her Swiss cake rolls and honey bun waves. She was no sweetheart though. There was some, I don't know about flooding here in Fayetteville, but there was definitely some flooding in the Wilmington area and in South Carolina. There was even a tornado at one point that swept through a town, and sadly one fatality. So she was more serious, but thank goodness not as serious as she could have been. So just a lot of rain. I think we got like 5 or 6 inches of rain. So, and I don't know that we're supposed to have any more rain today, but anyway, I will have my umbrella. It looks like a good sale. There's quite a bit of stuff there. There's an Oriental bent, so there's a lot of Oriental and Asian influenced items. I want to say South Korean because there is a South Korean Bible that I would love to have, and I only know it's South Korean because I Google imaged it to see what it was, because I don't know South Korean or Korean, and that's what Google told me it was. So, but I would love to rescue that family Bible if it's going to be up for sale and nobody wanted it. I would love to take it. There's a couple other things that I'm interested in. They've got some glassware and dishes, lots of clothes, holiday stuff. So yeah, we'll just have to see what we can get up to. So stay tuned in a while for the haul. Hello friends, welcome to the haul, but first, a little of the estate sale. So today, still no Wayne, no Big Hair Sheila. I don't know where she is. I kind of miss her. The estate sales are just not the same when she's not there. But we did have Umbridge and Gary, but found out his name's not Gary, it's Harry. And that's going to take me a while to get used to because of my image, Gary. So now I have to change my way of thinking. His name is Harry. Nicest guy though, super nice. I saw Rebecca, haven't seen her in a long time. So I was number 4, got there at 6:01. Woo! And then another gentleman showed up a few minutes after me, like 5 or 10 minutes. And then it was just us for till about 6:30. And then another couple, 2 ladies showed up. And the one lady promptly decided she'd sit on the front step, even though Carolina Let's Get Organized usually puts a sign partway back on the driveway that says line starts here, so you need to start there for the first person, which is exactly where Harry's chair was. Harry was there, then Umbridge, then Rebecca, then me, and then the other gentleman, then the 2 new people. But that lady, she went past everybody and sat on the front steps of the house. So we were all kind of like, that's fine, but as soon as the sale gets close to starting, you need to get back in line where you're supposed to be. And I do applaud Umbridge. We called her the bouncer, because she was like, I will go tell her at 10 minutes till she needs to get back, because I've told other people I won't tolerate line cutting. So kudos for you, Umbridge. I appreciate your sticking to the rules. I did have a couple of funny mishaps though, because not long after we got there, the 2 ladies that showed up, one of them had we had a lot of times we bring like your folding chairs or your tailgate chairs to sit in, because I mean you're there a couple hours, you might as well sit if you can. We had umbrellas because it was drizzly. But they were setting up her chair. And I guess hers was like a swinging chair. I've never seen one like that. I don't know how exactly it folds up and works, but when you sit in it, it will swing and kind of rock. But evidently they didn't have it quite connected, because the next thing you know, she tipped over into the grass. It did have a back on it, so she was protected and she fell in the grass, but it was still kind of funny because it just went whoop, and we all had a chuckle. And then Harry, as you know from previous episodes of my channel and estate sales, Harry collects ladders and then he resells them. And I think he does that with tools as well, but specifically for sure ladders. And while we were there, after the staff came in, they carried out this long, it was a double ladder so that you could extend it, and it would extend to 28 feet. And he was pretty happy about it. So him and Umbridge went over and kind of looked at it and was like, you know, what's the price on it? What's the cost? Couldn't find a sticker anywhere. And so asked one of the workers, and she's like, I'll find out the price. Well, come to find out, they'd had some work done on the house, like an electrician or some type of handyman had been there, and that was his ladder. He'd forgotten it, so it wasn't for sale. So all that hoopla, and it wasn't even for sale. So, but Harry and Rebecca were super sweet, because they started talking about some of the things they wanted in the sale. And there was 3 things specifically I wanted, and I got all 3 of them. Trifecta, that was awesome. But he mentioned one of the things that I wanted that he was looking for, and I was like, oh no, I want that too. And Rebecca talked about it, and I kind of said, oh, that's what I was coming to look for. And he's like, oh, I already have one similar to it, so you take it. It's at this part in the house, is pretty sure this is where it is. And sure enough, that's exactly where it was, and I was able to get it. And then later on, he ran into me again in the house, and he's like, did you get it? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, good. So, such a nice guy. So, yeah, it was a good sale. So, let's get started with the haul. The first batch of stuff I'm showing you is stuff that's going into the shop. So if you see anything you like, check it out. It might be in the shop if it hasn't sold. So first of all, I thought this was, because you look at the detailing, and I thought, oh, this is a really beautiful doily. But actually, I think it's a valance for a window. But I got to thinking, you know, it doesn't have to be a valance. You could totally put it on a dresser. If you had a dresser about this wide, it'd be really pretty on there. Or even, you know, depending on, you know, a tabletop, an entryway table, because you can, it still would work. At least that's how I would picture it. But if you also have a small window, it'd be pretty in there too. And I did get this one that I know for sure is a doily. And I love the bright colors. It'd be great at Easter time. They just don't make stuff like this anymore. It's so beautiful. Then I got this little planter, little rooster. Part of me wanted to keep it because my mom collected roosters and it makes me think of her, but I cannot collect roosters like my mama. I just can't. But it is neat. Put a little succulent in there, or it'd be great to store some matches in if you have matches, or even some little, you know, I don't know, if you have little utensils or something in your kitchen. Then I got this little creamer. It's got violets on it, and it says on the bottom, Woodland Violet, Tuscan Fine English Bone China, made in England. There's the stamp. But beautiful with a little gold trim on it. Beautiful little creamer. Then I thought this was just kind of fun. Oh, yay! Nice little, like, sword letter opener. Makes me think of Juan Montego, or however that is from Princess Bride. I watched snippets of that a long time ago, and obviously I don't know it well enough to quote it. Then I got this little set I thought was so precious. A little salt and pepper, and look at each of the tops is a different pattern. Then it comes in this cute little tray, and it says Silver Plate Hong Kong on the bottom. So how sweet is that to set in a china hutch, or, you know, if you like to collect the little salt and peppers, they're so cute. That one I'm torn, because there's part of me that wants to keep it, but I don't collect that. So if you do, it'll be in my shop. Then I got this. It's marked on the bottom 1934 to 1984. Old metal recipe box with still some of the recipe cards in it. So I thought that was kind of fun. Then I picked this up just as a fluke and realized when I got home it's Fenton. And isn't it pretty? Fenton turquoise. So pretty. Does look like, sadly there's a little chip here missing out of it, which is unfortunate. but it's still really pretty. It'd be neat at Easter time with little eggs in it or something, you know. Then I got this. It's 1979, little New Testament. It's a Gideon. Like the green color. Then there's this set. It's a cream and a sugar. Look at Santa, isn't he cute? There's no markings on it, so I don't really know how old it is. But it looks old. But it's hard to tell. They do reproduction, so it could be a reproduction, but it's still cute. And I got this little mug, and on the bottom it's marked Wascherbach, West Germany. So, not Germany, West Germany. But isn't the puppy so cute? Great graphics. And I got this North Carolina plate. I already have one, so that's why this one's going in the shop, because I already have a North Carolina plate. I don't need two. And then I also got this one for the shop. I thought would be fun. I would send it to my brother since he lives in Chicago, but something tells me he wouldn't think it was cool like I do, but whatevs. Now the rest of the stuff I for sure know is mine. So I got this itty bitty Lord's Supper plate. It's going to go on my new gallery wall in the dining room. Isn't it so sweet? I just love it. Then I thought this will be fun for the fall. Crazy funny little squirrel marked Japan on the bottom. Then I got this for Thanksgiving. I'm going to say it's a hobbyist piece. On the bottom it is marked 85 Frankie Brody. So isn't that kind of fun for Thanksgiving? I love it. Then I got myself a magnifying glass. I've wanted one for a while, so this will be nice. I got a wooden spoon. I like wooden utensils. I got this cute little kitty plate. There's a couple already in my shop, but I want to keep this one because there's just something sweet about that little face. Too cute. Then I got these ornaments because they made me think of my mom. And I'm going to give one to my daughter, and I'll see if my other daughter would want one. It's hard to say. She doesn't quite have our old-fashioned taste, but they do remind me a lot of my mom. Like she would have those on her tree. And then I got this Christmas plate. I did check my stash. I don't have this one, so I'll probably keep it because I do like it a lot. On the Market's Christmas Plate Series 8th edition, Country Christmas, made for Avon. And this is 1980. And then I got this. This I'm going to put probably in the guest room, but it reminds me of my mom. She had something similar to it, and it's a tile inside. There were several other ones like it. It says like Kimberly Enterprises, but there were several other ones like this with little girls, but this was the only one that really spoke to me because the beach made me think of my mom. And now the three things I wanted so badly to get. The first may sound strange, but a Korean lady and her husband lived there. I don't know if, I think the husband passed away. I'm not sure if the Korean lady had passed away or if she was put into a nursing home. But this is her Bible. And it is Korean. And it's from 1990, I believe. So there was a couple little cards in here to her. And I think what's amazing is it does have the highlighting, so obviously she read it. And in the back, there's a hymnal. I just think it's amazing and beautiful. And if I ever have someone that's a friend that's Korean or speaks Korean and would like to have a Korean Bible, I'd be happy to give it to them. But I think it was too beautiful to just leave it there or leave it to go into the trash or anything. I just love old Bibles. And then the second thing I wanted was this. I've been really into swans, and on the bottom it says Holland mold. And so I think it would be a fabulous planter, or even to put, if I had enough of them, some spoons in maybe. But I just love the shape and the detailing. They did have another swan, but I just didn't think it was as pretty as this one. And it was a little bit larger, and I just didn't gravitate to it like I did this one. So this one. And then the last thing was what Harry was so gracious to let me have instead of getting it himself, is this Fayetteville plate. So that's the Market House in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's one of the icons that people think of when they think of Fayetteville. So I think I love it. But he said himself that he had one like this. It just didn't look exactly like this. So, but I'm glad he let me have it. I did find out later when I was shopping, there was someone else that came up and said, "Do you know where this plate is? I'm looking for this plate." And the lady asked what, and she goes, "It's Fayetteville, it's the Market House." And the whole time I was just kind of smiling because I knew it was already in my bag. So I'm like, too bad, sorry, it's mine. Because it is really hard when you go to estate sales and you want to get stuff that's local like that, that belongs to the city. Not belongs to the city, but it illustrates the city. Other people want it too, so it usually is first come, first serve. You just got to be fast. So anyway, I think there'll probably be a decorate. We'll see. There should be a little bit of a decorate with me after this, because I do have some things I can put away and show you where they can go. But let's have a verse. Okay, here's our verse. Says, "Thou will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee." Isaiah 26:3. And that is so true, because when I sit there and I look around at the chaos or sad, horrible things happening in the world, or even in my own life, when I worry about things and look at problems and challenges, I don't have peace. It's only when I focus on God and His Word and how great and holy and good He is and the promises He's made, that when I keep my mind stayed on Him, then I can have peace. So, yeah. Anyway, so we'll do some decorating. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining me for the haul. Let's see where I decorated with one of the things. I put one of the things, my magnifying glass, right here. I can still use it. And to me, it's more handy if I have it on the bookshelves, because if I put it in a drawer, I might forget I have it. So, hi Lexi May. Hi. Don't mind the cat litter. That's from them. Y'all are slobs. And here in the library is where I added the Korean Bible on top of another old Bible. So that has a home, because my other spot where we have Bibles is full. So I've had to move to another shelf. And the picture that I said reminded me of my mama, I went in here and added it to this gallery wall. Sorry for the glares and reflections. I'll try and keep it minimal, but it's right up here, right above Little Cahaba Junkin. Kayla and Aunt Penny. But I love this wall. I love adding in more and more stuff to it all the time. Here's where I put the little kitty cat pillow. Look at it, so sweet. And this quilt, oh, I love it. It's the most unique quilt I've ever seen. I got it at an estate sale last year for $12. But look at that, somebody went to all that work. But the cats like to sit here the most, so I figured the pillow was appropriate for them. What? You got something to say, Lenny? What, Kikami? Yeah. Sassy old man. And here I added the plates. Right up there is the Last Supper. And I got this at a different sale, and I think it looks perfect in there. I think it actually came from the Counting Stars garage sale. So I love it in there. And then we added the Fayetteville plate over here, since I have my North Carolina plates up there. So I am loving this gallery wall. I don't know why I didn't change it sooner, but I'm learning as I look back at past videos of my decorating that having a style and decorating is definitely a process. And we learn and change and evolve, just like so many other things. Things constantly are changing. Thank goodness the one thing that never changes, though, is God. So that's something you can rest on. There's Maymay. Yeah, hi. Hi, friends. Thank you for joining me, seeing my little haul, and also sticking around. And when you leave comments and that you're my friends, I so enjoy making the friendships I've made with so many of you as you comment, and we comment back and forth and have conversations. I love it, and I would love to get you to know you guys even more. At some point, you know, I have an email address if you ever want to email. We can chat that way too. It's in my description of my channel and usually the description of the video. And I really am enjoying having you here, and it means a lot to me that you guys are my subscribers, but not subscribers, but also my friends, and that you come back each week and check up on me, and that we can sit there and talk and share our love of all the vintage and collectible things and the fun things that we find and what's been going on with your life each week. I really, really am so thankful for you guys, so grateful. So thank you for visiting me today. I hope you all have a great week, and bye for now. Thanks for joining me, friends. Sorry for the passing cat. As soon as I sat down in this corner,